Some areas are under signal number alert or signal number 1 due to AGATON, the country's first tropical cyclone this year. Thousands of supporters flocked to the campaign rallies of their candidates ahead of the May elections. And the action continues at the Mall of Asia Arena for the UAAP Season 84 Men's Basketball Tournament. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. Presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos is capping off his two-day brainstorming in Eastern Visayas, where he visited key areas to woo more voters. Let's get the latest. Marian Enriquez is reporting to us over the phone. Marian, good evening. How did the campaign of Bongbong Marcos went?
Hi, Riza. We are here at the Tacloban Grandstand for the Grand Rally of the UNITEAM, and as expected, Leyte continues to be a Marcos-dominated province. Earlier in the day, Marcos Jr. made rounds in the province. Missing from the UNITEAM's Leyte campaign, however, was Marcos Jr.'s running mate, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. Still, the Marcos-Duterte tandem was endorsed by the Petilla clan, one of the prominent and politically influential families in Leyte. Also present at the rally earlier in Baybay was the former President Noynoy Aquino's Energy Secretary Jericho Petilla, who is now running for a gubernatorial seat. Petilla said he is confident that Marcos Jr. and Inday Sara will get around 70 to 80% of votes in Leyte. Marcos Jr. was also accompanied by his cousin, Lakas CMD President and House Majority Leader Martin Romualdez. Another strong point for Marcos Jr. is that his mother, former First Lady Imelda Marcos, is from Leyte. Leyte is expected to be a stronghold for the Marcoses as he won by over 160,000 votes against Leni Robredo during the 2016 vice presidential race. Weather has been a gloomy year in Tacloban and due to tropical depression Agaton, but supporters stayed and cheered for the UNITEAM. Riza.
Thank you for that update. That's Marian Enriquez. Now, after a massive grand rally in Pangasinan, Vice President Leni Robredo and Senator Kiko Pangilinan are holding another one today in Pampanga. For more details, we have mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro reporting to us live this time from San Fernando City. Jacob, can you tell us the latest?
Riza, the open field of the Robinson Star Mills is filled with tens of thousands of kakampings for the grand rally of the Robredo-Pangilinan tandem here in Pampanga. Supporters were a mix of the young and old, with many believing that there's a crack in the so-called solid north as they notice more and more Kapampangans turning pink. Robredo lost in the province big time to presidential rival Bongbong Marcos by over 100,000 votes during the 2016 elections. Prior to barnstorming Pampanga, the vice president found new allies in Pangasinan, which is another Marcos country, on Friday. Several local officials in the province raised Robredo's hands during their rally. Her running mate, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, however, was left at the back as they were only endorsing Robredo, to which the crowd of kakampings chanted, "Isama si Kiko." As for Pangilinan, he is all right with being left behind in some endorsements, as he believes it is the people who will ultimately decide. Instead, he is banking on his local base of supporters that voted him into the Senate in previous senatorial elections. In other developments, volunteers of the Robredo-Pangilinan tandem launched another house-to-house campaign in different parts of Luzon. These include Pampanga, Laguna, and Caloocan City. Riza, the rally tonight is expected to be another star-studded event, with celebrities like Sam Concepcion, Kay Brosas, and Nadine Lustre are expected to perform. Riza?
Thank you. That was Jacob Lazaro reporting live from San Fernando City, Pampanga. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Pag-asa continues to monitor two weather disturbances. Let's get the latest from weather forecaster Mr. Benny ESTAREJA, who's joining us over the phone. Sir Benny, good evening.
Good evening, Ms. Riza.
Sir Benny, would like to know, has the tropical depression AGATON intensified already as indicated in earlier forecasts?
Yes po, Tropical Depression AGATON has slightly intensified from 45 kph and now it has maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour.
Sir Benny, which areas are now under a tropical cyclone wind signal warning?
Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 po is raised over eastern Samar and over the Dinagat Islands and Siargao and Bukas Grande Islands.
And then we understand, Sir Benny, there's another weather disturbance. We'd like to know, how strong is the incoming tropical cyclone that's internationally named Malakas?
Yes, we're also monitoring Tropical Storm Malakas outside the Philippine area of responsibility, and it is over the Pacific Ocean as of 8 p.m. It's around 1,800 kilometers east of Mindanao. Based on our latest tropical cyclone advisory, it may enter our PAR around Monday or Tuesday, and by then it will be named Bashang, the local name or the second tropical cyclone for this year. And so far, we're not seeing any default scenarios regarding Bashang, so we were not expecting any strong winds, direct strong winds, or strong heavy rains over the country.
Sir Benny, would like to clarify, you were mentioning about Bashangs. Should Malakas enter already PAR, will it be directly affecting the country, in which parts?
Based on the latest forecast for Malakas, we are not going to make a landfall over any part of the country. Instead, pagkapasok po niya sa ating area of responsibility, then tatawid lamang siya dun sa may karagatan natin sa Philippine Sea and then mag-move po northward hanggang sa malayo or papalayo na rin ng ating bansa by around Wednesday po.
Sir Benny, pasimula na po ang Kwaresma. Inaasahan po ba natin ang pag-ulan?
Yes, from now up until Tuesday, marami pa rin po lugar ang mayroong mga pag-ulan, light to moderate with at times heavy rains tayo dun sa mga lugar po na mayroong tropical cyclone wind signal number 1, as well as the rest of Eastern Visayas at saka po Caraga region, sila yung pinakamalapit dito kay AGATON. For the rest of Visayas, rest of Mindanao, Bicol region, as well as Mimaropa, may mga pag-uulan din po for the next 3 days, and nandun pa rin yung threat po ng mga pagbaha or landslides. So yung rest of Luzon, northern central Luzon, rest of Calabarzon, and Metro Manila, hindi naman po siya directly affected ni AGATON.
Right, maraming salamat po. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster, Mr. Benny ESTAREJA. In the UAAP, National University made short work of a struggling University of the East to end its first round on a high note, 77-61. The NU Bulldogs dominated the Red Warriors from the get-go, unleashing a blazing 11-0 start and keeping their momentum until the final buzzer. With this win, the NU Bulldogs finished the first round with back-to-back victories for an improved 4-3 record, currently in 4th place. In the second game, the DLSU Green Archers also ended the first round on a good note as they escaped with a victory over the Adamson Soaring Falcons 61-58. The Ateneo Blue Eagles, meanwhile, remain undefeated at the end of the first round after dominating the UST Growling Tigers 91-80. And for the final game of the night, the UP Fighting Maroons try to go for a win, or for win number 6 rather, as they take on the feisty FEU Tamaraos. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.